Hi, everyone. Good night, good afternoon here from Colombia right now. Thank you so much to everyone to being here with us. Today we have a special event with Carol from Full Sail. We're going to answer a lot of questions and a lot of maybe things that you want to know about Full Sail and all the things that you need to know about this incredible university. So first of all, thank you, Carol, for being here. We really want to know a little bit about you and about Full Sail. So thank you so much.
Having me here. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, I really want to know if the people that start here with us on our transmission can hear us well, can watch as well. If you can please put in the comments all your questions, and also if you have any problem with this live, let us know in the comments and we are going to read all of your comments. So thank you so much. And we really want to start talking a little bit about general things about Full Sail. So we want to know a little bit about the programs, how is the admission process, what are the requirements. So what can you tell us about that?
That I want to know is that full from any university. I know I cannot compare full studies. I still remember when I visited the campus, it was like whoa, here, right? Because I don't Rafaela, but when I before I started when I thought of a school, I always saw and a board and table teacher and the students, right? And full self, of course, we have and tables and students, but we have to have which is where the film do their projects of editing aisles for computer. We have spaces more like what the industry actually, what a school, when we think school, usually looks like. And I am talking that about full sail, but I live in Brazil, to the universities that I know in Brazil from other countries, and even all the United States itself, full unique. So they talk about studying at full sail is that have to do with describing the infrastructure. This is where the students will study. The way we believe education is based on projects and on doing something, but really create the timeline that we have, all these that we have are immersive. That for a bachelor's degree will study an average of 8, and there is stop for a week from Christmas, and then we stop again for spring break. The rest is the whole your degree, a bachelor's, and you finish a master's degree here. So it's pretty intense, lots of hand-on work that are a lot more connected than what we would think was studying. I was lucky enough to full sail online, so I don't know if our friends here more interested in learning about online degrees, but I was online degree, so I would also.
Yeah, thank you, Carol, for this. Before continue with our conversation, I really want to say hi to all our audience because right now we have Jennifer, Eva, Manuela, Felipe. Thank you so much for your comments. And that, like all the things that you were saying to us, it's related with the real world experience, because when we join to the Full Sail platform, we always say like that small word, that it's real world experience. So I think that is the most important thing that we need to keep in our minds for Full Sail. And you were talking a lot about all the, like, the classes, the campus. So we want to know more about that, like what Full Sail offers. We know that offers a lot of careers options, but how can a student start selecting the best one for each case? Like if a person preferred games or prefer another things or visual things, like, do you have any tips for this?
Love that question. My favorite question, because degrees we have more than 100 or programs. What we call halos. So we have like 8 different areas that a person can dedicate. And inside each one of this area, range of possibilities from what we call certificate to a bachelor. So I think the is that with full some time to really understand, because the courses, the degrees have all the list for them, so you don't get to choose courses. You have the track pretty so many different degrees. Common that people come to me when we open the website and I different programs that we could study that. I just didn't know I could study noise. To go to the web and have a look at the different programs. An amazing amount of our website. I don't know if you can able to share your sales website. It's www.edu. Our friends here do some research on perfect. If you can clean programs, so when you click on degree programs, halos, right? You can see art, film and television, games, music and recording. These are the 8 halos. You specifically interested in anyone here interested in industry, so we can do looking at a halo that is
Give me, Caro.
yes. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
sorry. Yes, I think I lost you like for 1 second, but yeah, here. Are you watching the screen now? Right?
So you chose art and design,
Yes.
right? Okay, so if you scroll down, then you graduate options that we have. So animation, we have digital art, art, which is
Oh,
I know
great.
at least in
Yes.
Brazil it's one. Graphic design, and it's called user experience. Gets me very, very excited. The biggest, the biggest industry, right? What we call user. So these are the option degree programs, and then if you back, Rafaela,
Yes. On degree programs.
then click on art and design.
Here.
That's it. Yes. So scroll down a little bit until it's graduate degrees that we have. It's gonna be your goal. Now click for animation.
Give me here. This one.
So you see, each one of them have their own. You can go there and find out course and all the you're gonna have, and is that Full Sail a launch box that the students are gonna use plus Meet. It's included in this page. You can launch box if you click the computer and the application receive when the student study this degree. And you can also see you have now see your screen right where it says or 29 months online, 20 months campus, 20 months 21, not the 29 in
This
any
one?
of the options.
I think I have a little delay because I have your voice. Give me 1 second. I need to share the other screen. You want to share the width, right?
Yeah, I
Like
wanted to share at the list of all core available for this.
Okay, give me 1 second. I think it's this one. Let me know if you are watching now. If it's this one.
That if you ask me what would be the best degree for me, ask you to go to the web, have a look at the degrees that call you, and navigate. You see on this page that you have all the courses that are, and you can click on them. So you choose where you see entertainment and media industry, that you will find the summer will happen in that course. Study the program you're interested in and see the difference before you take your decision. Step number one, if you were because please like user experience degree, right? I don't know ever looked for me and said I want to the user experience. Tell people that we have that degree, something I would like to do. To the website and all the degrees that we have that you don't even know exist, and attention, and it might be the best option. So that would be the first step.
Carol, I'm sorry. We are having some comments about this sound is not good. So I don't know if you maybe can refresh your page because we are having some issues with the connection right now in your computer. So maybe we perfect.
So if I leave the page, I'll come back.
Yeah, perfect. You can come back in some minutes. We are here waiting for you again. So thank you so much to all the people that is right now with us. I want to share with you the website that you can join and watch all the info about Full Sail. We have Carol here again. So hi, Carol. Maybe you can try now.
Is it better now?
I have the same issue, but we can try and maybe during the transmission we can fix it. I think it's that internet thing.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So no worries, no worries. If someone is having the same issue, please tell us in our comments, and we are going to fix that. Okay, so Caro, let's keep talking more about Full Sail. We already know how to join and see more about the programs, how are they feel. But I think we right now, like in a student way, we have a lot of questions about more experiences like as students, so do you talk like before you talk about the campus, but we really want to know if you have different campus options, what the campus offer like in experience for the students, independent of each career that they take.
So on campus that is local in Florida. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you good, but if someone in the comments can help us saying to us, but I can hear you good, so I think we are good now.
All right. So in Orlando, as I was Park in Florida, in big campus that we have, and I conversations about why don't Full Sail this country and that country, that with the equipment and the gear that impossible to replicate it. So that's a decision that you have just one in trade all they need to have access to the three offers. Degrees that we have on campus degree like when I decided to study, then this is available offline, online, reading the message that you sent me through, right?
Yes, we're still with the.
Let me try to access it network and from a different. I'll leave and then I'll come back.
Perfect. Okay, guys. So meanwhile, Carol is back again. We can talk a little bit to how to join to Full Sail University website. So it's so easy. We really want to share with you how you can have all the information about Full Sail. So I'm going to share my screen right now. And here you can watch all the info about the degrees. Okay, so you can watch here all the options that you have, all the certificate online campus. This is the way that you can study this type of degrees. So let's do an example. If we want more info about computer animation, we just need to click here and we are going to have all the info about this type of degree. You will have all the topics that you will see in this degree. And I think right now we have Caro.
Hi, is it better
Hi.
now or is it the same?
Yeah, it's perfect. Now it's perfect.
Good.
Okay, let's start again in all the things about the campus.
So what I was commenting is that we have degrees that happen on campus and degrees that happen online. There are some degrees that happen both on campus and online. But one important thing to mention is that the students should always choose if it's on campus or online. There you can start online and then move to the campus, but you can not do both at the same time, right? When you apply, you need to choose which one of the options are going to work for you. I was commenting that the concept is that depending on the content of the degree, maybe it only works online, and this is why Full Sail only offers online. When I took my master's in digital marketing, that's a program that is only offered online because it's about digital, right? And if you want to study film, then you need to go to the campus because you need the backlot, you need the gear, right? You need to work on your production. So that's a degree that you need to go to the United States to take.
Great, thank you for that information. So like have an idea that some student is going to choose the campus option. What are the three principal things that they are going to have like in experience into the campus? What are the benefits?
Whoa, do you know all those American movies when kids go to university and their parties and all those fraternities and all of that? Forget about it. We don't have anything like this. It's really a university for people that are insanely passionate about the area that they're going to study. So the benefits of the campus is that the classes happen 24/7. So every month, you're going to have different courses that will start and finish during the same month. So every month you receive your schedule. You might have classes in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in the middle of the night, just like what will happen with you when you are actually working, right? So the schedule is very active. It gets you prepared to the market, and it's a lot about doing projects. Lots of networking, Rafaela. The students are connected to other students, to instructors, to guests, to graduates that come back to the campus to contribute with the community. So I would say, if you ask me about three things on campus, it's this: it's the schedule and how hectic it can get, the networking connections that you will make as a student, and then the portfolio that you will create. Because for every course, you are going to be invited to develop a project, and that project will end up being a part of your portfolio.
Great. Actually, you were talking about the like the networking that a student can create, and I think it's important to maybe invite all the people that it's here with us to join to the website and see the Hall of Fame that Full Sail have, because there you can have some references. Maybe you can watch some important people that studied on Full Sail and right now and in the Hall of Fame, and of course you can be one of that. Okay, so Carol,
That is so true. We're so excited about Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame thing is that once a year, every year for the last 12 years, we've inducted 6 graduates. And the criteria for you to be inducted and for you to become a Hall of Famer, which is like a role model for all the community of students and graduates for Full Sail, is that you need to have graduated 10 years or more ago. You need to have worked in relevant projects for the globe, and you need to contribute with the Full Sail alumni community and students community. So if you pass these 3 criteria, then you get to be selected to become a Hall of Famer. I think I can actually now share my screen. I think it was a Safari issue. Let me see if I can. Is it okay if I share my screen?
yeah, of course. Let's try if it's working now. Or yeah, it's
Yeah.
perfect. We have it now. Yes.
All right. So this is the website. And then if you go to We're Different, you will find the community of students and the Hall of Fame. And we're lucky enough to have some very cool graduates that studied with us. If you click here in view all inductees, then you can see all of them and the projects that they have worked with. It's quite impressive. And we have people from all over the globe that became Hall of Famers. Of course, this is just a very selected list of graduates. There are so many. I know so many other more graduates that are also working in impressive projects. I had the chance to meet many of them, like Chance. Chance has done events with me so many times. He is one of the founders of Call of Duty, and he's very dear to Full Sail. It's amazing to know all these guys. And if you think of a game that everyone is playing, I would bet my salary that we have Full Sailors working on the game. If you think of a movie, that Demo was here in Brazil. He's a producer. Look at the people he has worked with: Madonna, Jay-Z, Timbaland. He's been in
Amazing.
Brazil to doing talks with me. He's an awesome person. Albert Paris has been here to Brazil too. He he worked on HTC Vive. He created a console of Xbox One. So some pretty impressive people here. And the cool thing is that not only they have worked in projects that have changed the world, but also they continue to be in contact with Full Sail University, and they are constantly helping and inspiring the students. And when we talk about networking, we talk about, being close to these guys, right? This is
Yeah, of
why
course.
we believe networking is so important at Full Sail.
Thank you, Carol. I think it's important that maybe right now start talking a little bit about scholarships because we give a lot of information to all our audience, and maybe they're asking right now if they can access maybe hacks, tips, important facts about how apply to a scholarship in Full Sail.
Perfect. So we said that step number one is going to degree programs, finding your halo, looking for the different degrees, researching, checking what is the program that really fits the best your needs and your skills, right? After you do that, then if you go on admissions and you click here in tuition, you can find all the tuitions for all the programs. Um, I don't know if you heard, because we had the bad something, but Full Sail has divided the degrees, the courses, in different products. So we have certificates, which are 7 months programs. We have associate degrees, which are 1 year, 10 to 12 months programs. And we have the bachelors, which are 20 to 22, 23 months programs. You can start with a certificate, and then you can, if you can finish the certificate, receive the certificate for that program called certificate, and that's a product, right? That's a course. When you finish your certificate, you can decide to expand and do the associate, and then expand and do the bachelor's, or you can apply straight to the bachelor's. So I'm explaining that because if you come here to the web page where you have all the tuition, you will see that you can select campus or online. So here we have selected campus, and then you have all the tuition here, right? So all the programs and all the degrees that we offer, the tuitions are here, and this tuition is for the whole program. So it includes everything you're going to need to study at Full Sail that is related to your studies, right? It includes the course, the library, any digital books that you will need during the course, your computer, software. If you're going to use the studios, you won't need to pay anything else during your course other than this tuition. And so you see the concept here is the more gear the degree you choose will need, the higher the tuition will be. So that's why, for example, computer animation has a tuition of 95,000, and creative writing has a tuition of 73,000, because you use more computers when you are studying computer animation. So you have all the different bachelor degrees here, and then you have the master's here. So this is the tuition for a master's degree. And then you have the certificates. So the certificates are an easy way in, because you can start with this. If it's a certificate for undergraduate, it's usually a 7 month program. They all cost $10,500 for you to take it on campus, and then you can continue your education if you want to. So you have all the tuition here. And then again, if you go to admissions and you go to scholarships, this is where you can find the International Scholarship Guide. So you have to download the International Scholarship Guide, and then you will have access to all the scholarships that are available. You will see that they're very particular, and they depend on the degree that you choose. So you really need to study the scholarships. Like you see this one, for example, the Academic Advantage. You see that it's a scholarship that can give you up to a $15,000. But then you need to read the eligibility requirements. You need to see what degrees this scholarship can be applied to, and you need to see if you meet the requirements, right? And all these scholarships, you can add them, they're stackable. So if you ask me for an average of scholarship, We usually say that a good student can get anywhere between 20 to 30% of the tuition price in scholarships. Deliver for each scholarship, you need to write an essay, you need to deliver the essay, and you need to have the minimum requirements. So if you have the requirements and deliver the essay, anything between 20 to 30% should be available for students in scholarships. And there are 3 full ride scholarships. I would love to have students getting this scholarship, but they are for emerging tech. So if you on the same page for scholarships, if you look at this one, emerging technology scholarship, here you have all the rules for you to see if you can apply to this scholarship. And that's like you don't pay anything for the course. It's a full ride. But again, it has the eligibility requirements, and this has a 3-round process where you need to first meet the requirements and be accepted to participate in the scholarship. Then the second round is when you develop a project and you present that project. And then the selected people for round 3, they need to participate in a problem solving competition live with our instructors. And then 3 people get selected. Two people can be men or women, and 1 person needs to be a woman because it's a scholarship called Women in Technology. So it's a scholarship meant for women that want to work with emerging technologies.
Great. I think that it's so useful for all the students that are interested in that part, because they can have all the step by step that they need to fill. And you were talking about what includes each scholarship, right? Like all the computer, all the studios inside the university. But how works when a student choose the campus option and they need to live near the campus or inside the campus? How work the accommodation on Full Sail?
Perfect. Great question, Rafaela. So we don't have accommodation. The campus is open 24/7, and there are things happening all the time. So it's non-stopping. So it's not very comfortable for someone to live there. It wouldn't really work in terms of resting and taking your time. So what we have, again, if you go to admissions and housing, you have all the information here on the website. We have a company that helps us. And then what students do is they rent apartments that are in the area, in the surrounding area of the campus. So you have apartments that are walking distance from the campus. And I've seen students that bought a bike to just ride a bicycle to the campus, or a skateboard, or some students have a car, but you can do without a car if you get an apartment that is there. There are options that are just one wall apart from the campus, so super close, very comfortable to live. And then you can rest and just clear your mind from the academic space. If you go to this page on the website, you can download the International Housing Guide. And this guide, it has all the different places that are international friendly for the students to choose. We also help students to be paired. Sometimes the students divide an apartment with 2 more people, 3 more people. And here you can see all the plans of the apartments. You have all the information that you might need so that you can plan for you to live with comfort and having quality in your life. But this is the kind of environment that students will have, right? And this is a very complete guide. I love seeing the plans of the houses and the condominiums. It talks about the things that you need to look for when you're looking for a roommate. It has a Q&A session. So it's a very complete guide. You see, this is where Full Sail is, and these are all the different condominiums that are approved in a way, or selected, recommended by Full Sail, because they're pretty close to the campus. And we have students living in all of them. And then again, here is where you can actually get to see the plans and understand what your apartment will look like.
Oh, that's great. It's so specific information for all the students. They can join. I think it's important to say to them that all this info is free in the website of Full Sail. You can join and download the PDF for free, and of course, you can access and maybe take a look at all of this info. Um, we have another question, Carol, and I think it's divided in two. So first, we know that we need a visa, okay? Like we know all the process about the visa, but we want to know if someone is going to apply to a scholarship, they first need to have the visa, or how is this process like? What do you recommend in visa process?
So that's super important, Rafael. I'm glad you're asking. When you apply to study, so part of the admission process is you get interviewed. If you get approved after the interview, then you complete your application form, and then someone will help us. There is a whole department from Full Sail that will guide you through the whole process of all the documents that you need, the translations that you need to provide, and then Full Sail will take care of your student visa. So the student visa is a visa that the government of the US gives to people that want to study, that are approved to study in the US. As the name says, it's a student visa. So you have freedom to study in the US during the period of the visa. You cannot work unless it's work that you can do inside the university that gave you that student visa. So as a part of the process, we help you prepare all the documents and book the interview in the consulate in your country of origin. And then you go there and you are interviewed for the visa. And then when you get the student visa, that means that you can actually travel to the US to start your program and study in the US. So during your student visa, study only or do small jobs within the university where you're going to study. And then when you graduate, then you get what we call an OPT, which is the optional practice training. It means you can actually work and be paid to work. Usually, degrees will give you 12 months of OPT. So after you graduate, you have 1 year to continue living in the US, and then you can actually work and get paid during these 12 months. The exception is for technology degrees, because technology will give you 18 months to work in the US, and this 18 months can be renewed by another 18 months. So in total, if you take a STEM degree, a technology degree, you will get a 3-year period of time where you can work and be paid in the US. After that, you will need a working visa.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So great that info for all the students that right now are interested in Full Sail. Thank you so much for all the people that it's having some comments. If you have any question, is the moment, because we need to start maybe closing this Full Sail info session. We really want to answer all your questions. So if you have any question, we really appreciate that you put it on the comments. And before we start closing, I really want to know, Caro, how the students can contact Full Sail or contact you. Like, what is the easiest way to do that?
So the best way to contact us is always through the website, fullsail.edu. I personally take care of people from Brazil. So if anyone that is Brazilian wants to have information about how to study at Full Sail online or on campus, you guys can send me an email or look for us. We have different social media handles in Brazil. So if you look for Full Sail Brazil community, you're also going to be able to reach us, and then we can give you support in local language. If you are from any other country, then the best way for you to get in contact would be through fullsail.edu, the website. You can also contact us in Brazil, and we're going to send your information to our colleague that will help you with other countries, especially Latin America.
Perfect. Great. Okay, Carol, so I think we can finish the event, and maybe I don't know if you can give a general tip or something to all the students that right now are thinking to start searching info about Full Sail, about the degrees, about life in campus, what you can say to all of them.
Well, I can only share my own experience, right? It's incredibly hard, but it feels so good to challenge yourself and take a degree with an international institution. It's the learning process is awesome. You are constantly, just challenging yourself, really creating different projects and having to do stuff that would be difficult in your own language, but you're doing it in another language. And in terms of value to your curriculum and the value that the market will see that you have, that there is, it's a big difference, right, from anything else. And I've taken so many different MBAs and master degrees, but the one that I took at Full Sail is for sure the most special one, and the one that was the most challenging, I have to say that. So my recommendation would be, take your time. That's not something that you decide from one day to the next one. You need to put some energy, you need to dedicate time. You saw the amount of information that we have online. You need to study all this information. You need to plan for your housing, plan financially, plan, right? Plan to do your essays and check your English. It has to be fluent, otherwise, right, you're going to miss content. So it's a long-term plan, but it's there for everyone. Just set your mind to it, plan yourself, and you can do it, and it's going to be worth it. I promise you, you're going to be a different person by the time you finish that journey.
I'm sure of that. Thank you so much, Carol. And to all our audience that right now are watching us, thank you for this time. We have a lot of information about Full Sail, and as was Carol was saying, we really want to invite you to join to our website. Actually, right now I'm going to send the website on the comments, and I think you can join directly to the link and start searching a lot of info about everything. So please, if you have any question, remember to contact in the platform all the info. Hannah Adams is saying, true, studying in another language is a challenge. But thank you so much, Hannah, for your comment. Thank you, Carol, again for your time. We just send the link. You can join there and have all the info. I think that's it for today. But of course, in your platform, you can have all the information. So thank you so much to everyone. Thank you to Carol, and have a good night.
Thank you, Rafaela. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Bye. Have a good day.